Bless up and welcome to Reggae Hour. Today we're traveling across oceans from Kingston to Manila, from sound systems to sari-sari stores, from vinyl records to beach cafes. I am Migs, your Filipino reggae ambassador, and this is the story of Filipino reggae. Not just the songs, not just the hits, but the roots, because reggae did not explode in the Philippines overnight. It arrived quietly, it grew patiently, and it evolved. In this episode, we're taking you through 3 movements of history. First, the roots, the spiritual awakening, the foundation, the pioneers who made reggae Filipino. Then, the explosion, the era when reggae moved from underground circles into pop culture, television, dance halls, and everyday life. And finally, the future, the modern lovers rock wave, the smoother sound, the beach culture, the new generation asking what comes next. We'll talk for 10 minutes, then we'll let the music speak. 3 songs per era. Not just played, but understood. Because this is not a playlist. This is documentation. If you love Filipino culture, if you love reggae, or if you're just discovering this movement, stay with us. This is Pinoy reggae history. Let's begin.
What if the stories behind reggae legends are stranger than fiction? Welcome to Reggae Hour, where I'm your host, Mr. E. Each week we dig deep into the roots, the revolution, and the rebels you thought you knew. Stay with me. Today we uncover a chapter that's never made the history books.
As Mr. Flavor, I am proud to bring to you Mr. E's Music Maestro.
Greetings, Master, but this is Tasha T representing for the Reggae Hour, you done know?
Boss radio to the world, boom.
When we talk about reggae in the Philippines, we usually start in the 1970s. But the real story begins earlier. In the late 1960s, something subtle happened. A sound crossed the ocean. It didn't arrive with headlines. It didn't come through major radio stations. It arrived through records, through sailors, through travelers, through cultural exchange. From Jamaica came reggae, slow, grounded, and deeply emotional. And here's what most people don't realize. The Philippines and Jamaica share something powerful in common. Both are island nations. Both were shaped by colonization. Both built culture through resistance. Both turned music into survival. So when Filipino musicians first heard reggae, it didn't feel foreign, it felt familiar. In Manila, vinyl records began circulating quietly. Imported albums, borrowed copies, shared discoveries. Small cafes became listening spaces, not clubs, not concert halls, just rooms. Rooms where young musicians leaned in close to speakers and tried to understand what they were hearing. The bass line wasn't flashy, the drums weren't aggressive. The rhythm felt like a heartbeat. And someone asked the question that changed everything. Puid ba itong maging atin? Could this be ours? That question wasn't about imitation. It was about ownership. Because Filipinos have always absorbed global culture. But we don't just copy it, we reshape it, we localize it. We make it ours. Now think about the late 1960s Philippines. This was a time of social tension. Political unrest was rising. Young people were searching for identity. Reggae spoke about justice. It spoke about dignity, it spoke about oppression and hope. So when Filipino musicians heard Bob Marley or early Jamaican roots artists, they weren't just hearing music, they were hearing a mirror. Reggae ba talaga ang tibok ang puso natin? Is reggae really the beat of our hearts? That question wasn't poetic. It was real because rhythm in the Philippines has always been communal. From indigenous tribal drums to kundiman to protest songs, music here has never just been entertainment. It has always carried meaning, and reggae carried meaning in a way that felt aligned. Island humidity, struggle, faith, community, even the pace of reggae, relaxed but firm, matched the Filipino temperament. We're not rushed, we endure. Now imagine those early musicians experimenting. They didn't have full reggae bands yet. They didn't have sound systems like Kingston. They had guitars, basic drums, improvised setups. But they had curiosity. And curiosity is where culture begins. As reggae slowly moved from private listening rooms into small live gatherings, something shifted. The sound wasn't Jamaican anymore. It was becoming Filipino. Lyrics started adapting. Language started blending. The groove stayed, but the expression changed. And here's something important. There is no single documented first reggae show in the Philippines. And that actually matters because it means reggae didn't explode here. It grew here quietly, organically, through people, through relationships, through shared listening. Saan tayo dadalhin ng reggae? Where will reggae take us? At the time, nobody knew. But here's what we know now. That quiet arrival in the late 1960s planted something. And roots music, real roots music, grows underground first. Before the pioneers, before the festivals, before Brownman Revival, before Cebu became known for reggae culture, there were just a few young Filipinos listening carefully, trying to understand a rhythm from across the ocean, and realizing it already understood them. What started as spiritual grounding is about to step into the spotlight. Let's move into the era when reggae stopped knocking and kick the door open.
Keng metong akapan mewalaya iti eko kamalayan. Ating kupong sing-sing metong yang timpukan amanake iti kang indong ibatan sa gageng sinino keng metong akapan mewalaya iti eko kamalayan kisukal ning lugpo susuktul keng banwa nengurus kong gamat baboning lamesa ninumang manakit kay sing-sing kong mana kalulong puso ko manginuya keka
Ikit ke, ing sing-sing mong mana Bayo ke ibike ka Ibi me pa imayo mo mong
ating kupong sing-sing metong yang timpukan amanake iti kang indong ibatan sa gageng sinino keng metong akapan mewalaya iti eko kamalayan kisukal ning lugpo susuktul keng banwa nengurus kong gamat baboning lamesa ninumang manakit keng sing-sing kong mana kalulong puso ko manginuya keka
Ikit ke, ing sing-sing mong mana Bayo ke ibike ka Ibi me pa imayo mo mong
kisukal ni lugpo susuktul keng banwa nengurus kong gamat baboning lamesa ninumang manakit kay sing-sing kong mana kalulong puso ko manginuya keka kalulong puso ko manginuya keka kalulong puso ko manginuya keka
Love is in the air. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Positive vibration. Positive. Wake up and live now. Shine on. 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 Shine
Reggae hour to the world, I make them know. Regardless what you hear about Jamaica, Jamaica eat nice, yeah. You don't know Tasha T representing.
By the 1970s, reggae in the Philippines was no longer just something people were discovering. It was something people were building. The late 1960s planted the seed, but the 1970s gave it structure. This was a time of political tension in the Philippines. Martial law would soon reshape the country. Voices were being controlled. Freedom of expression was complicated. And music, as always, became one of the safest ways to speak. Reggae wasn't just rhythm anymore. It was message. Kaya nating dalhin ang reggae sa bayan. We can bring reggae to the people. That wasn't a marketing slogan. That was a mindset. Bands began forming with intention. Among the early names remembered in Filipino reggae history is Coco Jam. Coco Jam didn't just perform reggae. They introduced it. They brought it into spaces where people had never heard it live before. Manila became one of the early centers, not because it was the capital, but because it was where music scenes were already active. University students, writers, artists, reggae fit into that environment naturally. But here's where the story gets interesting. Manila didn't define Filipino reggae. It started something, but it didn't own it. As the 1980s moved forward, another region began shaping the culture in its own way. If Manila was the introduction, Cebu was the expansion. Cebu's reggae scene grew with a different flavor. More laid back, more dub influenced, more island grounded. Cebu didn't just consume reggae, it absorbed it. In fact, many Filipinos today refer to Cebu as the reggae capital of the Philippines. And that's not an accident, because Cebu embraced reggae as lifestyle, not trend, not phase lifestyle. Festivals honoring Bob Marley began appearing, community gatherings grew, sound systems improved, and something powerful happened. Reggae in Cebu started blending with Bisaya language and local storytelling. It wasn't English heavy, it wasn't trying to sound Jamaican. It sounded Cebuano. That matters, because that's when you know a genre has localized, when it speaks the language of the people. Meanwhile, in Mindanao, especially in places like Davao and General Santos, reggae was also taking shape. Each region added something different. Mindanao's reggae often carried stronger social commentary. Stories of rural life, stories of inequality, stories of resilience. And while Manila's scene leaned urban and sometimes polished, Visayas and Mindanao leaned organic, raw community-centered. This is where Filipino reggae separated itself from imitation. It didn't try to become Kingston. It didn't try to become London. It didn't try to become California. It became Filipino. Gano kaleo ang mararating NG reggae natin? How far can our reggae go? That question changed meaning over time. At first, it meant, can we sustain this? Then it meant, can we grow this? And eventually, it meant, can this represent us? By the late 1980s and early 1990s, reggae in the Philippines had structure. It had pioneers, it had regional identity, and it had consistency. Bands like Tropical Depression emerged and solidified what Filipino reggae could sound like. Not rushed, not aggressive, but steady, grounded, intentional. The Philippines didn't produce reggae overnight, it nurtured it. And here's something important to understand. Filipino reggae was never just about copying Bob Marley. It was about aligning with message. Unity, struggle, faith, community, island identity. If you listen closely to early Filipino reggae lyrics, you'll hear something distinct. There's less revolutionary anger, more communal endurance, less confrontation, more reflection. That's cultural nuance. And that's what makes the Filipino adaptation unique. Reggae in Jamaica was born from post-colonial fire. Reggae in the Philippines was born from post-colonial patience. Both powerful, just expressed differently. And by the 1990s, Filipino reggae wasn't asking for permission anymore. It was established. It had its own elders, its own festivals, its own audiences, its own sound. From Manila's early cafes, to Cebu's growing reggae gatherings, to Mindanao's socially grounded storytelling. The movement had matured, and what started as a quiet import in the late 1960s had become a national rhythm. Not dominant, not mainstream pop, but respected and rooted. Pioneers may not have known exactly what they were building, but they built it carefully. And because they built it carefully, it lasted. The party settled, the dust cleared, and reggae matured. Now let's step into the modern era, where the sound softened, but the roots stayed strong.
Ako ay isang model doon sa ermita, gabi-gabi sa disco at nagpapabongga sa pagkaistariray. Talbog lahat sila. Ang mga foreigner ay nagkakandara pa pag ako'y sumayaw na. Ako'y may nakilala, mistiso na hapon, na in love siya sa akin, type niyang gawing girlfriend. Ako'y nirigaluhan, bahay lupa't datong, ang di niya lang alam at di ko masabi na ako'y isang ang iniingat-ingatan ko, ang ugat, lawit at muscle ko, na dinadago-dago ko pa sa tuwing kami magkasama. Ako'y nananalangin na sana'y manawari, huwag sanang mabuking nakatali kong aking naubod ng itim. Ingatan ko, ang ugat, lawit at muscle ko, na dinadago-dago ko pa sa tuwing kami magkasama. Kami biglang nagkita, nang di sinasadya, sa restroom ng lalaki, doon sa Mega Mall. Patingin siya sa'kin, ako'y napahiya. Sa galit ng hapon, inumbag niya ako. Oh, bakit? What is that? Just like yours, Papa. Sira ang beauty ko. Binawi pang lahat, bahay lupa't datong ng nobyo kong hapon. Kaya ang beauty ko ngayon nagtitinda na lang ng itlog at talong.
Masarap ang tugtugan, nagkakasarapan. Nagkakasarapan, nagkakasarapan, nagkakasarapan. Damin mo ang kapaligiran, sumasayaw sa awitan. Sinusuyo ang kapusuan na para kang dinuduyan. Nagkakasarapan, 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 nagkakasarapan. Agad-agad magkakasundo, magkakasarapan, 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 magkakasarapan.
Tamo na patlikan lang kaluluwa, kaya tuloy manyakis ay laging nag-aabang. Kinabukasan ay laman ka ng pahayagan. Lo, bakit ang buhay ngayon? Kabataan ay unti-unting nalululong sa masasamang estilo. Lola, tulungan nyo naman sila. Nung unang panahon ng lalaki kong manligaw, nangaharana pa o kaya'y naninilbiyan. At kung gustong bumingo o kaya'y makasiguro, hahawak sa kamay, tiyak kasalan na iyan. Lo, mabuti pa kayo ni Lola, namulat sa matitinong puso. Lo, kahit baduy kayong pumorma, kay Lola, ikaw lang ang nauna. Ito naman ngayon ang gimmick ng kalalakihan, disente ang dating pero manyakis din naman. At kung manligaw ay ayaw nang natatagalan, dahil katwiran ay marami pa naman diyan. Lo, mabuti pa kayo ni Lola, namulat sa matitinong uso. Lo, kahit baduy kayong pumorma, kay Lola, ikaw lang ang nauna. Lo, mabuti pa kayo ni Lola, namulat sa matitinong uso. Lo, kahit baduy kayong pumorma, kay Lola, ikaw lang ang nauna.
If Act 1 was discovery, and Act 2 was foundation, Act 3 is ownership, because today, Filipino reggae is no longer underground. It has history, it has identity, and it has leaders. For decades, one band stood at the center of that identity, Brownman Revival. When people talk about Filipino reggae becoming mainstream recognizable, they talk about Brownman Revival. And when you mention their song Malingakala, almost every Filipino who grew up in the late 90s and early 2000s knows it. Not just as a reggae song, but as part of everyday life. Played at gatherings, played at college hangouts, played on long drives, played at beach outings. Malingakala didn't just popularize reggae, it normalized it. It proved reggae could sit comfortably beside OPM, pop and rock. And that was important because once a genre becomes familiar, it becomes permanent. Brownman Revival didn't imitate Jamaica. They leaned into Filipino storytelling, themes of misunderstanding, love, reflection. Everyday emotion, that's why it resonated. It felt close to home. But here's where things evolved. No movement survives on one generation. So what does Filipino reggae look like now? Today the scene is more fragmented. And that's not a weakness, it's diversity. You have artists experimenting with reggae fusion, blending hip-hop, blending pop, blending R&B. Some lean heavier into island vibes. Others lean into urban production. And here's where it gets interesting. The Filipino diaspora has played a role too. Filipinos abroad in the US, Canada, the Middle East have carried reggae influences with them. They bring back new sounds, new production styles, new collaborations. So Filipino reggae today isn't just domestic, it's global adjacent. And while artists like Maki, Heather B, Alex, Bruce, and Beanie may not all label themselves strictly reggae, they reflect the fluidity of Filipino music culture. Genres blend, boundaries blur. But the reggae foundation is still present. That relaxed groove, that island bounce, that lyrical honesty. Now here's the real question. Is Filipino reggae trying to compete with Jamaica? Number, it's not supposed to. Is it trying to dominate global charts? Not necessarily. Its strength has always been community. And here's something we have to talk about honestly. Reggae in the Philippines is strong culturally, but it hasn't always been aggressively documented. There aren't massive archives. There aren't mainstream documentaries. That's why conversations like this matter, because if culture isn't recorded, it fades. And Filipino reggae deserves documentation. It deserves storytelling. It deserves analysis. Because what started in small Manila cafes in the 1960s grew into regional movements in Cebu and Mindanao and matured into national recognition through bands like Brownman Revival, is now standing at a crossroads. Sino sa tingin mo ang susunod na royalty NG Filipino reggae? Who do you think will be the next royalty of Filipino reggae? Will it be a band rooted deeply in traditional reggae structure, or an artist who blends reggae into modern Filipino pop? Will the next leader come from Manila, from Cebu, from Mindanao, or from the diaspora? Because the future of Filipino reggae isn't about copying legacy, it's about extending it. And here's the opportunity. This generation has tools the pioneers didn't. Streaming platforms, YouTube, social media, global reach. A Filipino reggae artist today doesn't need a major label to be heard. They need consistency, community, and support. That's where you come in, kasama ka Tito. You are part of this story. Every stream, every share, every comment, it shapes what survives. So if you believe Filipino reggae deserves its place in music history, then stay connected, stay curious, and stay engaged, because this isn't just about nostalgia, it's about continuation. The pioneers planted the roots. Brownman Revival strengthened the trunk. Now the branches are growing in new directions, and the only question left is, who carries the crown next? Follow Reggae Hour, because this rhythm is still moving, and we're just getting started.
Greetings, Master, but this is Tasha T representing for the Reggae Hour. You done know.
Oh, yeah. Hindi naman ako nagmamadali. Natatakot lang ako na baka ay mahuli. Ayokong magsisi na hindi ko nasabi, habang ang puso mo ay wala pang may-ari. Oo, nais kong mabuksan pinto ng iyong puso. Para sa'yo ay gagawin ang lahat, makamit lamang ang pag-ibig mo. Kung ika'y akin, dito ka sa'king tabi. Nais kong mayakap ka bawat araw at gabi. Aaminin ko na rin na ako'y may pagtingin. Huwag ka sanang mainis kung masyadong mabilis. Wala naman akong masamang intention sa'yo. Nais ko lang naman ay konting atensyon mo. At ang tanging hangad ko lang ay iyong kaligayahan. Hindi magbabago magpakailanman. Oh, nais kong mabuksan pinto ng iyong puso. Para sa'yo ay gagawin ang lahat, makamit lamang ang pag-ibig mo. Kung ika'y akin, dito ka sa'king tabi. Nais kong mayakap ka bawat araw at gabi. Aaminin ko na rin na ako'y may pagtingin. Huwag ka sanang mainis kung masyadong mabilis. masyadong mabilis. Kung ika'y akin, dito ka sa aking tabi. Nais kong mayakap ka bawat araw at gabi. Aaminin ko na rin na ako'y may pagtingin. Huwag ka sanang mainis kung masyadong mabilis. Ilay-layla sa dilim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla-ilalim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla sa dilim. Nakita nyo na ba itong kapaligiran natin? Pakunti na ang ibon, tubig pa ay maitim. At ang asul na dagat at ilog ay nagdilim. Ang sariwang hangin ay pawala na rin. Ano-ano ba ang ating dapat gawin? Bakit hindi ba natin ito bigyan ng pansin? Daing ng kalikasan ay inyong dinggin. Kinabukasan ng kabataan ay ating isipin. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla-ilalim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla sa dilim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla-ilalim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla sa dilim. Maraming may ugaling magkalat ng sigarilyo. Suminggal sa kalsada, walang pakina parang aso. Mahilig sa pagkain kung saan-saan ang tapon. Daanan ng tubig ay may kalawang at barado. Kaya wag magtaka, konting ulan merong baha. Kaya wag mag-isip kung ang syudad merong daga. Sa pagbabago tayo sama-sama magsimula. At pagdating ng panahon tayo hindi mo kakawawa. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla-ilalim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla sa dilim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla-ilalim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla sa dilim. Ayoko man aminin, masakit ito para sa akin. Dayuhan man dito sa bayan, ilang kong tumingin. Bakit di ba natin mahalin ang sariling bayan? Hindi nyo ba napapansin? Tayo rin ang nahihirapan. Kalikasan ang kinabukasan ng kabataan. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla-ilalim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla sa dilim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla-ilalim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla sa dilim. Ilay-layla, ilay-layla-ilalim. Pa-ilay-layla, ilay-layla sa dilim. Laman ng isipan, nabubusog ako hirapan sa iyong biglang paglisan. Gabi-gabing nangungulila, araw-araw ay lumuluha. Kahit na ano pa ang mangyari, asahan mong ako'y nandito lang. Kahit na ako'y magmukhang tanga, maghihintay pa rin sa'yo, sinta. Alalahanin mo sana ang pag-ibig ko, sinta. Maghihintay pa rin, lahat ay gagawin. Laging inaasahan. Sa paglipas ng araw, ika'y muling natatanaw. Halika't mga yakap mo ang hinahanap-hanap. Hangganan ng pag-asa'y aking pinapangarap. Gabi-gabing nangungulila, araw-araw ay lumuluha. Kahit na ano pa ang mangyari, asahan mong ako'y nandito lang. Kahit na ako'y magmukhang tanga, maghihintay pa rin sa'yo, sinta. Alalahanin mo sana ang pag-ibig ko, sinta. Maghihintay pa rin, lahat ay gagawin.
Oo, masakit ang umasa sa wala, pero para sa akin mas masakit kung tuluyan ka nang mawawala. Pagkat magmula nung nawala ka sa sarili, parang nawala na. Gustuhin ko man na magwala, alam kong wala nang magagawa pa. Tiwalang pinagkatiwala mo sa akin ay nawala na. Nauwi sa wala, magmula nang nawalan ka ng gana. Tila babaliwala na ang lahat ng kumawala ka, pero sa gitna ng kawalan ay di nawalan ng pag-asa na magsasama pa tayong muli. Tayo uli, sana'y di pa huli na maituwid ang aking mali, na maibalik ang dating ngiti ng labi mo. Yan ang nais ko, patawad ko sa tingin mo'y labis ko, pero wala na akong iba pang ginusto ng gusto bukod sa iyo. Nung wala sabihin nila, kahit mukha ng tanga, alam mong nag-iisa ka. Di ka dapat mag-alala, di na pa mag-iiba pa. Ikaw ang laman, ikaw lang naman, lagi mo yang tatandaan. Handang patunayan tunay na pag-ibig ka.
Kahit na ano pa ang mangyari, asahan mong ako'y nandito lang. Kahit na ako'y magmukhang tanga, maghihintay pa rin sa'yo, sinta. Alalahanin mo sa pag-ibig ko, sinta. Maghihintay pa rin, lahat ay gagawin. Alalahanin mo sana ang pag-ibig ko, sinta. Maghihintay pa rin, lahat ay gagawin. Oh, whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Ikaw ang laman,
Ikaw lang naman,
ikaw ang laman.
lagi mong tatandaan,
Ikaw ang laman,
di na pakakawalan.
ikaw ang laman.
Pangako ko sa'yo yan,
Ikaw ang laman,
di ka mapapalitan.
ikaw ang laman.
Sana'y lagi kang andyan,
Ikaw ang laman,
kahit na nasan ka man.
ikaw lamang.
What began in small Manila cafes grew into national recognition, from tropical depression to Black Tiak to Chocolate Factory. Filipino reggae has moved through generations. It has adapted. It has localized. It has endured, and here's the truth. Reggae in the Philippines was never about imitation. It was about alignment island. Struggle to struggle, community to community. If you've been listening from the beginning of this episode, you've heard the evolution. But this story isn't finished. It's still being written. So here's the question. Who carries the crown next? If you believe Filipino reggae deserves documentation, conversation, and preservation, stay connected to Reggae Hour. Follow the movement, share the story. Because history only survives when we tell it. Until next time, keep the rhythm steady. Keep the culture alive. Bless up.
BOSS Radio, Southside Bosses, its owners and associates take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guests. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of the site or the radio station, and opinions between talk show hosts may conflict. This site does not endorse anything as the truth. That you will have to judge for yourself. But we try to speak the truth on the owner's behalf and reserve the right to question the supposed truth. In this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and government corruption, it is sometimes hard to get to the truth, but we must try. It is not our intention to libel, discriminate, make hate, or annoy anyone. We believe that it is our constitutional First Amendment right of free speech to voice our opinions and our duty to the Constitution and country to expose the truth. This site takes no responsibility for the opinions of others and the postings of comments in chat rooms or forum posts.
Thank you for riding these reggae waves with me on Reggae Hour. If this episode hits your soul, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share the message. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Links in the show notes. Next week, a Hidden Roots icon whose story will blow your mind. Until then, keep the music alive. One love.
Greetings, Master, but this is Tasha T representing for the Reggae Hour, you done know.